Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Tuesday. All right, guys. Well, this is a huge day. Not only do we get Next Gen NYC, we get this episode of The Valley, which I've already seen a couple clips from this week's episode. It's gonna be very explosive, which is, I guess, what we want, but we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it tomorrow. And then tonight, Jason and Gelsey are bringing back Anchor Watch. So we have lots to talk about, lots to discuss. I cannot wait. I'm here for all of it. Now, before we jump in, if you guys have not, go ahead, pop off in the comment section. I also have another big announcement. If you are not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and let's jump right in. All right, guys. So before I get into the Girardi of it all, because it sounds like justice is being served and it's coming in on a silver platter. I did want to let you guys know we have another big announcement regarding upandadamlive.com. So not only do we have all of the trending news, the Bravo news, celebrity news, royal news, reviews, we have blinds, everything. Now we're starting a new tab that is going to be a live chat watch party. So if you're watching The Valley or Next Gen NYC, any of your favorite Housewives shows, we're watching Real Housewives of Atlanta, we're watching, it doesn't matter, Below Deck, we're going to have a live chat option where you guys can go in and you guys can literally just engage as if you're doing it on a live here on YouTube. So, but just like in real time while the episodes are actually playing. So all you have to do is go click on that little profile icon right here and then just make a profile. It's all free and we're just continuing to grow the Up and Adam family community. It's going to be so good. Now, with that, I wanted to talk about this. Tom Girardi, we have been waiting for this day. This has been happening for a few years now, and it sounds like justice is finally being served. I know that some people are not going to agree with me on this. However, I think that the victims would. So a judge ruled that Tom Girardi, despite the claims of dementia, is actually fit to serve his sentence in prison rather than a mental health facility. So he's not going to be in one of those facilities where it's like, oh, you have 47 different options of like, do you want steak tonight? Do you want chicken? Do you want a pork chop? Do you want this? No. Where there's somebody there to like bathe you, you get to live in your like little luxury suite, you get to walk around, you want to play bingo, it's game day. That's not happening. And you know, for a lot of the victims, that wasn't going to be fair anyways. You were accused of stealing the money that they needed for their lives and for, you know, the things that they went through. Like, let's just talk about the Rui Gomez family. You know, over 90% of Joseph Rui Gomez's body after he lost his girlfriend in the fire, and that explosion, he can't work, he can't do certain things, and he had like a multi-million-dollar settlement. You took the money, you lied to the family. And now what is he supposed to do? How does he survive? So yes, I'm sure that he's probably like, I don't want to see you in a mental health facility. I want to see you sit in a prison cell. And that's what I'm trying to say. But during the hearing, apparently, I guess due to Tom Girardi's actions, such as like quickly adjusting his clothing, those were interpreted by the judge as signs of self-awareness, pretty much undermining the claims of him having dementia, which those claims always did seem like very opportunistic in the moment. Like, oh, okay, well, now all of a sudden, you know, all of this has come out. You have dementia, you're not healthy, you can't do certain things. So now you don't have to go to prison for everything that you did. Okay. Girardi was also ordered to pay $3.8 million in restitution for defrauding his clients. I don't think that that's going to happen. I truly don't feel like he'll be able to pay off that restitution. But the prosecutors are seeking a 14-year term for him in prison. Listen, at the end of the day, if in fact he does enter prison, I think that will be like the last leg of his life, especially if you listen to Erika Jayne. And when she was like, they want to give him 8 years, he's not going to make it 80 days or something like that, whatever she said. But I think that if in fact they do implement a prison sentence, unfortunately, and I hate to say this, I think that you will probably end your life in prison. But you did this to yourself. Look at, so many people that you stole from and how you affected their lives and how you just lived the most opulent lifestyle. Like, I don't ever want to see this happen to anybody. But unfortunately, when you do bad things happen to you. Karma is a motherfucker. And it is. But they, I guess, are advocating, the prosecutors, for a 14-year sentence, citing the severity and calculated nature of a lot of his fraudulent activities. And Erika's legal entanglements with this, that's a mouthful, it doesn't stop. Now she's facing a $24 million lawsuit related to the alleged misuse of the client's funds, and that's expected to also go to trial later this year. I think it was supposed to be either this month or July that's supposed to start. But since we're talking about Erika Jayne, Erika Girardi, whatever you want to call her, she did admit that she almost left the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills during the peak of her legal troubles, but she did decide to stay so she could control her narrative. And I think that that's smart. I actually commend her for not running from it and actually being the one to sit there. First of all, even if you back me into a corner, and I'm good with any situation, like I had this happen to me at Kathy's Christmas party. Like, if you back me into a corner, one, you better make sure like you're really, really well equipped to have that conversation with me. Because if I'm sitting here and I'm standing my ground and I've drawn my line in the sand, I know exactly what I'm talking about, or else I wouldn't feel that strongly about it and I would back down. And I'm always like the first person, like if I know I'm wrong, I'll apologize to you. But like in this situation, or even in that situation, I'm not going to run. I'm going to control my narrative. And I think that sometimes people don't like that. They don't want that. And they don't want to do that because it's easier to just run away. No, I agree with her. Do not run. But she discussed the rumors about the hookup with Summer House star Jesse Solomon. And, she talked about her stance on dating and challenges of introducing a partner to the show. And as far as like, if she would ever introduce a partner to the show, she was just pretty open about the fact that like, I don't think that I would do that to anybody who was in a private setting. I think that they would have to be in a public setting. I don't think that I would take somebody who's living a very private life and try to bring them onto the show, which makes sense. But when it comes to the criteria for a relationship, she did emphasize that any potential partner being featured on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills would need to be accustomed to the public scrutiny and the realities of being on a reality TV show. And she expressed, there's a desire to keeping her dating life private. And, she's not looking for marriage, but she is open to genuine connections outside of the public eye. I think that if you go based off of what we're used to seeing her and the situations we're used to seeing her in, I think that it's usually like a 1 foot in the bank, 1 foot in the grave. That's how I feel. But I don't know. I want to hear what you guys think, guys. Pop off in the comment section, please. Do not forget tonight is the night where Jason and Gelsey are going live for Anchor Watch. And I'm going to see if I can pull it up while I'm talking to you guys really quick. But this is going to be such a good one. We're going to have so much fun. I'm going to be watching. I'll be in the live chat as long as I'm still awake because I'm an early bitch. I go to sleep super, super early. But you guys can see right here, share screen, right here. And there you go. You're scheduled for today, live at 10:30 p.m. So make sure that you guys go. It's back. Jason's back. Gelsey's here. An introduction is being made, and go to upandadamlive.com. Make your profile. That way, starting next week, you guys can join the live chats for the watch parties. Love you.